This is the 13th video of the wargaming of the Antietam campaign. I am playing the Union. The game's artificial intelligence is playing the Confederates. It is September 15th, 1862, 6 p.m. Turn 40 out of 86, and it's the Union defensive fire phase. So, let us see if we have anything to shoot at even. Nothing really up there. Well, here we got this guy in the vice grips. One routed and one disordered. We'll shoot at the disordered. 15. 30. Getting some pretty good hits on him. 14. 8. Ugh. Pissed out. Oh, nothing with these guys. This is a flag. The general's trying to hold back this artillery. General's trying to hold back this guy. We'll see how that works. I don't think I can fire at him, but this guy definitely can fire at. Let's see if this guy can hit him. Oh yeah, 5. 11. Poof, he disappears. Another Confederate regiment disappeared. That's a lot of them. At least a dozen. 9. 23. Yeah, these guys, is just about over for the Confederates. This guy's only a flag, so I'll step on him. Yeah, we may be calling this game quits in a while. 19. So we're just slaughtering them. Look at it, all the reserves I have just sitting on a road waiting for something to show up. Yeah, this might be the last session. What are we going to do after this? Well, okay. Let me think about that. Let's go on to the next phase in the meantime. Confederate offensive. 1. 3. Yeah. 1. 5 kills. Confederate melee. Got any suicide melees? Nope. Union movement. I got nothing to do with all these units. Yeah, I mean, this is, I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous to continue this. These guys are surrounded. They've got their backs to the Antietam, which they can't cross. These guys are going to close them in, and just on both sides, they're going to get fired and they're just going to get massacred. We got one guy here who's surrounded. We got a flag here. We got 3 guys coming up this road, but look at all these guys that are coming down after them. This is just a flag here, so these guys will circle around. Here's one guy here. All these guys will go after him. I mean, there's just, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. And look at all these guys in reserve with nothing to do. Yeah, I'm going to call this now. Let's see what our victory conditions were. Okay, major Union victory. We got 15, about 16,000 Confederate losses against like 4 Union. So almost 4 to 1. You can't recover from that, considering the Confederates are so small to start with. So see what else we got here that might be interesting. These are all the games. Unfortunately, we don't have a Vicksburg campaign. There's just a bunch of Vicksburg battles. And we don't have an Atlanta campaign. There's just a bunch of Atlanta. And I haven't tried any of these others. So what looks interesting here? Well, the Overland campaign. Now that is a campaign. Shit, maybe we should look at that one. It's got 1,000 turns, and it's got all the territory from Fredericksburg down to Jesus. That's gonna. I haven't played that. Although I've looked at the Union Army, and it doesn't look like it's worth a shit. It's huge, but it's got a lot of bad morale. Let's do that over on. It's a Virginia campaign of 1864. This is the biggest one. Campaign. Look at that. 1,390 turns. Jesus. Weapons range begins. First Army begins its trek. And the Union Army. Please use persons embarking are taking a leap of faith that have been tested to a length of only 300 turns. Oh, shit. Who played it for 300 turns? It's 1390. Opponents need to be cooperative to work out unforeseen. Be aware that while slashing attack may be a temporary setback. Well, that looks like a game worth playing. Okay, now what do I want to play? The Union is big. It has a crappy army. The Confederate has a great army, but it just gets smaller and smaller. Well, I'd like to see what Lee does, what the Union is capable of. So I think I'll play the Union to start. See what the rules are. Manual defensive fire, yeah. Quality fire modifiers, yeah. Victory points for Lee or casualties, yeah. Density modifier, yeah. Night movement fatigue, yeah. Mounted cavalry, skirmishers, yeah. Quality melee modifiers, yeah. Isolation rules, weak zone of control, okay. Flank morale modifier, that's good. Full melee. Full melee defensive fire. Oh, I don't know about that. So they're getting half melee? I don't know. Bridge repair? We're going to need that. Extreme fog of war. Prevents seeing line of sight from hexes not occupied. Reduces unit information. Oh, I don't know whether it really adds anything to fog of war. I guess under fog of war you can see what the unit is in the town. But see, the units are probably going to be on the edge of the town anyway. I don't know whether that does anything. Prevents seeing line of sight from hexes not occupied. That doesn't sound like that might be too good. I think I'll leave the regular fog of war. Alright, that's fine. So we'll do automatic fog of war with the... I don't know why they call them rebels. Why don't they just call them Confederates? Must have been a Yankee that designed this game. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here. It's generating. Reinforcements have arrived. Union movement. Okay, let's get rid of objectives. I kind of know what the objective is, Richmond. Let's look at the J map. Wow. So, where the hell's the Confederate Army? Is that it up here? Oh, I'm not going to be able to see it anyway. All right, what is this stuff? Okay, this is the Cavalry Corps. All right, so it's on the flank. I guess that's okay. What's this behind it? That's the Cavalry Corps. Oh, this is the artillery. Jesus. Okay. What's this? It's Army of the Potomac Artillery. More troops. Okay. So this is all cavalry out on the right flank. What's this back here? Fixed. Fixed. Alright, we don't have to worry about that until it's released. Alright, what's the front here? Look at all those units. What is this, the Rapidan? Where's the name of the damn river? Yeah, Rapidan. Okay. Kind of know where I'm at. So there's Eli's Ford, and we're not across the ford. Okay. Wow, this is the very beginning. We haven't crossed the ford. Okay. What the hell's this up here? Bunch of units. That must be their main base. One man in this unit. What kind of units are these? 350? Okay, there's a bunch of them here. Smith's Landing. So is this a Union supply? Are these fighting units? Their morale shit. D's. We got Spencers though. Holy shit. Look, F's. This is what you're going to get when you get the Union Army. F, morale. D's. These troops are shit. Oh, here's some C's. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Oh, F. Union Army is going to be prone to run like dogs. Okay. There's 3 corps. 3 Union corps at this point, if I remember. The second, I think the 6th, I can't remember what the 3rd is. Oh, there's a 4th one, Burnside's 9th Corps, but I don't think that comes until later. So this is the 2nd, that's Hancock's Corps. Okay, he leads, that makes sense. Is this all Hancock's? Yeah, Jesus, it's one big honking corps. God, that's still a 2nd Corps. Jesus Christ, this is all one corps. Well, where Where's the other two? Oh, Jesus, I just covered a small portion. Okay, this is the 5th Corps. Oh, that's Warren, that goof. He looks like a goof. Yeah, Grant sacked him for incompetence. I don't know whether he was incompetent or not. I didn't read that much about it, but he was like one of the big heroes of Gettysburg, and that's why he was promoted to Corps Command. He like alerted the Union Army that Little Round Top was unoccupied. So they gave him a corps, and he got sacked during the Wilderness. So he's the 5th Corps. There should be one more behind him. See, now this isn't that big compared to Hancock's. It's about twice as big, it looks like. So, oh, no, maybe not. This is still the 5th Corps. Jesus. These are big, honking corps. Look at that. Okay, what's this guy up here? This is the 6th Corps. Okay, that's the 3rd one. Where's the commander here so I can see who runs it? They're just brigade commanders. I can't remember who's in charge. They're scattered. They aren't even on the road. Holy shit. They're scattered all over the place. Whose idea was that? Look at them. Shit, it's going to take, I don't know how many turns to get them on the road. All right, they're up here. I'm going to have to concentrate them on the road. So we got the cavalry on the right flank. Okay, let's get to the head of Hancock's. What kind of troops do we have here? C, good. C. We got cavalry here. How excellent. Wow, this is good thinking. For once, I see a unit commander that knows what the hell they're doing. So he's got a big honking, maybe 2 cavalry. Oh, that's Sheridan. No wonder. He's leading the advance of the 2nd Corps. That's very nice. Very nice. And D. Yeah, we get the 2nd Corps. D. They have shit for... Yeah, everyone's a D. Here's a couple C's. D's. Mostly D's, so it's a shit army. But they do have cavalry. Okay, so what do we got here? There's our crossing. That looks like the only one we're using. Shit. We could use this one. Is it broken? It looks like oh, it says question mark. Yeah, shit, we don't know if it's broken or not. This one I assume is not. A trail. It's not even a bridge. This is at least is a bridge. You know, it's a trail. Oh, the road's a trail. Shitty roads. Okay. So, if I remember this battle correctly, Lee is off to the left here as we look at the map. There's the plank road. Where's the orange turnpike? Should be above it. There's Wilderness Tavern. Where the lateral roads. Wilderness Church, okay. Chancellorsville, okay. What's the name of this turnpike? Orange Turnpike, okay. That's one of the roads Lee was coming down. Okay. So we have to, where the hell are we now? I lost, oh, way to the right. The two roads Sheridan can come down. This one that leads out to Wilderness Church. Both of them are bad for cavalry because if there's a single blocking unit on the road, the cavalry is totally screwed. Because it can't go left or right. Because it goes in the woods, they'll get disordered. Shit. So it's okay to send one unit down the road, but no more. So we got to get out in the open. Shit, how are we going to do that? This doesn't look too promising out to the right because I've got to go through heavy woods again. All he has to do is, which AI will do, is put an artillery unit there, and that'll be the end of the advance. Of course, if we got out in this open ground, that would be good. Well, looks like we could go across here. There's only one road that goes down here, though. Through here, if we can get through it. Ah, oh, damn, we have the stream here. Shit. Cavalry will be just disordered crossing the stream. And it goes all the way across. And we've got Antietam Creek here, which, if it works the same as it did during the Antietam campaign, you can't cross it except at a bridge. So it prevents anybody going through this woods. Well, this cavalry looks better than it is. Shit. It's not too good here. Although we have cavalry in front, which is good. It's not going to fight its way through anything. So we're going to have to break it up to scout all the roads. Because as soon as it encounters anything, that's it. No matter how many cavalry units there, it won't be able to advance. Unless it changes to infantry. And then I'd rather have infantry up there. Cavalry's only good for scouting. And if infantry's going in back of the cavalry, how does the cavalry get out of the infantry's way? Unless it goes off the road and disorders itself. Shit. There's no hope for cavalry to go through this area. The only way to cross, well, there's two ways. We can go down this road, cross over here, but Jesus, look at all these streams. Well, we can cross. Is there a crossing here? See, cavalry disruption. You go into the village. And, Well, what? Well, now I wonder. It shows a trail going through this village, but it doesn't show it connecting. So maybe it doesn't connect, which means if the cavalry enters the village, it's disrupted. But it shows the trail going through there. So they shouldn't be disrupted. Shit, I guess we'll find out. So I have to just send the cavalry every which way. Now here's the Orange Turnpike. This is going to be one of the ways the Confederates historically marched to contact with the Union Army. Let's see what the map elevations look like. Okay, if I get in this area, I'll be able to observe 9s or 10s here. Probably the 9s, I can see anything going down the roads. And here's Wilderness Church. I know Longstreet is at like Culpeper, which is way on the left edge of this map. Oh shit, these are big regiments too, 690. I hate to send them off every which way, but cavalry is for scouting. So how many we send off this way? We want one to drop down here, down through here. One could actually be right there. And another one on this end. Okay, so we'll send 2 to the left. Is this a real bridge? Yeah, it's a real bridge. Doesn't show it on here. So these are mounted, that's good. Oh. Yeah, it drops it down through there, I guess. That's as far as it can go. We'll send 2 out that way. Geez, these are nice big units. I had to split them up like this, but this is what cavalry does. Scouts. Okay, we'll send 1 down there. We'll go every which way. Let's see. We don't need any more than 1 going down there. Where's Fredericksburg? Should be out here somewhere. U.S. Ford. Oh, we're a long ways from it. Oh, here we get out into some decent ground. Chancellorsville, holy shit, we're a long ways from Fredericksburg. The cavalry should go down here, because then they'll be out in the open. Everywhere else they're constricted. Where does the infantry start? Right here. Okay. We'll send the cavalry out this way. See what the hell they're armed with. Carbines. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, no, this is the infantry. Okay. Jeez. All these units can take forever to move. That's okay. I always like big games. Look at this guy. He's off the road. One man. The hell? Oh, he's a courier, but why even put him in the game? I'm going to ride him overland. He's dismounted. Oh, let's mount up, sucker. God, he's A morale. He's just a courier. How can you have A morale? I'll put him alongside the road and then I'll send him. See, that's a perfect scout for you. He's one man. All he needs to do is see something. He doesn't necessarily have to survive. Yeah, this is an army of crap. Meanwhile, the Confederates, I've looked at them in this game. They're like A's and B's. You got to really watch it. Numbers aren't everything, because the Confederates their brigades are huge compared to these guys. These guys are like 300 or so. Confederates are like 4, 5, 600. But of course, when they get whittled down, they get like F-class replacements. So their overall morale suffers. But initially, in the Battle of the Wilderness, they're going to be total killers. So the Union is going to get their asses kicked, but the game does last 1,000 turns. So numbers will tell over time. Look at all these. Numbers will tell, especially when your army runs away, which they'll do. See, and I'm sure AI knows this, and so they'll look to melee at every opportunity. Because if they melee and force one of these D units, which will be easy to do, to rally or to rout, then all the adjacent units this unit touches during the rout will check morale, and they'll automatically check their morale at one morale lower. So if they're all D's, they'll check his E's, which means they'll rout for sure. And then they'll rout other units, and you can rout a whole corps. So you gotta. There's not much you can do about it except spread the brigades out and don't bunch up too much. I mean, you have to bunch up to firefight with the Confederates because they'll be so damn big, they'll massacre you. But it's a two-edged sword. When you concentrate, then you make yourself vulnerable for melee. But this is the only reason Grant won. I mean, his strategy was nothing special. Just go find Lee and fight him wherever you find him. And that's how he got Cold Harbor, which even he regretted later in life. One of the two things he regretted. The other was the charge at Vicksburg. He charged their fortifications. And he said, "Oh, I regret that too." Well, the guys that died regretted it a little more than him. So did their families. But this is typical U.S. Army. I mean, it was just numbers. If they hadn't had if he would have been equal to Lee in numbers, Lee would have beat his ass. But he outnumbered him 2-1. And even so, Lee beat his ass in most of the battles here. I mean, in the wilderness he did. Lee was attacking. He was less than half as strong because Longstreet was way off on the left. And he was still attacking and whipping the shit out of the Union. Then you had Spotsylvania. Grant couldn't do anything with Lee at Spotsylvania, even though he got the Muleshoe. Lee still held him back. And then you had Cold Harbor. Lee whipped his ass there. And then, of course, Grant went down. Well, he tried to have Butler, who was worthless, come out at Bermuda 100, and that didn't work. So then he put Richmond under siege. He knew he couldn't beat Lee. So all he could do was put him under siege. But it was just numbers, just a numbers game. And that's how the Union usually won. Look at Chickamauga, where they were almost equal. They got their asses beat, even under Bragg, who was the incompetent Confederate commander. He even whipped their asses. And at Shiloh, if it wasn't for Buell, Grant would have lost. Buell was another army that showed up to save his ass. So, I don't know. During World War II, it wasn't much better, except under Patton, who was he was a Southerner. Well, his family was, because his great-grandfather fought in the Civil War. He was a colonel, I think, in the Army of Northern Virginia. Although Patton lived in Pasadena, California. His family came from the South. But during World War II, I mean, who did you have? MacArthur, who was an nincompoop, and me proved it many times. You had Simpson, who was incompetent. Who was the other one at Anzio? He was a knucklehead, too. I forgot his name. But there again, the Americans only won because they had a lot more troops and a lot more equipment. Now look at their Sherman. That was a shitty tank compared to the Panther or the Tiger. I'd hate to be in a Sherman facing off with a Panther with a long 75. One shot and you'd be gone. That's why they said it took 5 Shermans to face off against a Tiger. One had to try to shoot him in the back, but what if you were the Sherman that had to engage a Tiger from the front? How would you feel about that? You'd shit in your pants because you're gone. You know, as soon as that 88 shell hit you, you were history. Well, now B. See, they have a couple units here, a couple brigades that are real quality. Most of them are not. But you have to deal with it. So we will, hopefully. First of all, we've got to find Lee before he finds us. So they told Grant, get out of the wilderness as soon as you can, but he didn't do it. He camped at, I think, Chancellorsville. We know what happened to him. I know it took Lee a couple days to determine what Grant was doing. And then he was a ways away, and like I said, Longstreet I think was at Culpeper, which is quite a ways. It's almost up the Shenandoah Valley. Look at this wagon train. It's going to slow up the infantry. But you need bullets. Or musket balls. Look at all those suckers. Yeah, Hancock got stressed out in this battle when his line was being flanked by I think it was by Gordon's attack. He just sat down on a log and he was like paralyzed. They couldn't get anything out of him. He didn't know what to do. I guess he was never the same after Gettysburg, because he was hit with a nail in the nuts during that artillery bombardment preceding Pickett's charge, and I guess that wound never healed. Oh, one man mounted. Gee, this is good. Now see, this is probably a courier to Warren, but I'm going to send him out in advance of this infantry to do some scouting. Now, which way should he go? Okay, they got through the woods. Shit, now they got to go through this ford. Artillery doing here? That's horse artillery. Oh, damn it. Let's put them up on the road. Well, at least this is another bridge. They'll come out come out here. Shit, where are they going to come out? This battlefield is so huge. Okay, I think they went past, a little past. Oh no, they didn't. They're about right. They're perfect. So they'll go down this road. Well, they could drop straight down here. Probably be better down here. This is a lot better road than this. Well, this is a good road too, but shit, it goes across all these streams. I don't know. Oh, what's better? This isn't too bad. We go down here, drop down here, and they've got to cross this ford. If they go down here, they can't cross anything. This doesn't go across. Oopsie, I probably should have sent the cavalry down there. Well, that's what happens when you haven't played the game before. Where the hell are these guys headed? Germania Plank. Fuck, where are they headed? Oh, this isn't too good. Ah, shit. Well, this didn't turn out too good. So this infantry what the hell is this? This is another river? I thought I crossed the Rapidan. What the hell is this? This is the Rapidan. What the hell did I cross up here? Well, I didn't cross anything yet. The cavalry went across the river, didn't it? Making mistakes already here. Shit. Can't see the roads well enough at this magnification. They should have made the damn things in red. All Alright, now I'm lost. Okay, we are crossing the Rapidan there. Well, the cavalry's only up to here. I don't know where the hell I was looking there. I must have been farther north. Okay, and this in here was kind of shitty, and we are having cavalry go through it just for scouting purposes. The main body of cavalry is coming down here. Why is that? Because it gets to come out in the open here. Is that a good move? No. Well, maybe. Wilderness Church and Chancellorsville is right there. That's where the Union Army camped. Which doesn't look like a bad place. They made it that far. Well, I guess this is okay, because I anticipate that AI is going to block this road. I'm not sure he'll be able to initially block this road out here. And once I get out here, I was hoping to swing back this way, but let me see, am I going to be able to do that? Yeah, so we come down. Are we coming down right on Chancellorsville? Oh, where the hell are we? Here's the infantry. Okay, here's the cavalry coming down this road. Yeah, and that comes down, they come out at Chancellorsville. And so once they do that, then they can swing west along this pike to Wilderness Church. And if the Union camps here, here's high ground out here, which is good, and here's a road here. They should be able to defend this area against Confederate attack while the rest of the army marches off in this direction. Okay, so that's okay. That's okay. Shit, what do we got? 54 minutes gone. Anything we do in this game is going to take forever. Okay, so we pretty much moved the Second Corps. Alright, now these guys, who the hell are these guys? Oh, that's Warren, that's the 5th Corps, okay. So they're on a different road going to the same ford. Okay, that's a good ford. Germania Ford. So they're good, okay, that's okay. They're on this side of the north side of the Rapidan, so they shouldn't have any problems. Now we have this, oh that's right, we have this one man. scout here. Where's he gonna go? Well, there's nowhere to cross here, so he'll just follow the yellow brick road down to Germania Ford. He'll be way ahead of the infantry, so he can go somewhere. So if he gets killed, they only kill a man. Alright, so we got the 5th Corps in motion now. That 6th Corps is going to be the pits, because it's going to take forever to get them on the road and organized. What are these guys doing off to the side here? Oh, they're engineers. Yeah, they're engineers. Guess they can go at the back of the column. Well, it's 5 a.m. I guess our goal is to set up a defense. I hate to do it with the 2nd Corps because that damn corps is so big. But then again, we should be able to set up a pretty good defense with them. And then pass the 5th and 6th Corps through and head to Richmond. Well, not right away, but we'll see how things work out. Because we can make entrenchments here. So we might not be too bad off. I just wish we didn't have such shitty morale. Because when these guys run, they're going to run. But that's the Union Army at this stage of the war, the scum of the earth. I shouldn't say that. I suppose it's harsh. They did fight. In those days, it took a lot of guts to stand up to those mini balls and shrapnel. It took a lot of guts. Where's the rest of them? Oh, here we go. Shit, are they on a different road? They are. What the hell's going on here? Who planned this? Look at them. So we gotta go across. Okay, fortunately they're not past it. Look at this. God damn it. First thing I do is jump off the road. Well, all right, let's see if I can get back on and get in formation. Yeah, okay. I recovered. Oh, we got an hour. All right, that's going to end this. So next time we'll have a new logo, and basically we'll start a new game. So this is like the end of the Antietam campaign and the beginning of the Wilderness campaign. Okay, let's see what this file is saving it in the Wilderness folder. That's good. Let me make sure that's the Wilderness folder. Yeah, it is. I don't want to save it over anything else because I apparently have another copy in there. All right. So that's it for today.